The number 8 Creighton Blue Jays continue their start to the season in the comforts of downtown Omaha. They're set to face the North Dakota State Bison in front of a very hungry, loud crowd to build off a dominating win and move to 2-0 this young season. Welcome inside CHI Health Center. Slow Martin, Nick Baugh along with you. We know this Creighton team wants to make teams pay. Packing the paint against them, and mission accomplished in game 1, knocking down 18 threes.
And Sloan, 8 different Blue Jays made a 3, so it was a total team effort. And Creighton, the way they can space the floor and share the ball is really special. And this group has shooters towing the arc, and the way they move it is a sight to behold. In that first game, they were tremendous from beyond the arc. They have a let it fly mantra that permeates throughout this program, and they lived up to that mantra in game number 1.
Tonight's starting lineup sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Let's look at the Bison first and their preseason first team All-Summit League selection, Bowden Skunberg.
And Bowden Skunberg got 25 points in their opening road win at Western Michigan. If the Bison want to have success on the road against a top 10 team, your stud needs to be firing on all cylinders.
And they will have their hands full with the 7-footer Ryan Kolkbrenner as well, who demands so much attention, but North Dakota State has some size to maybe give him some trouble.
Absolutely, and with all these threes, Sloan, Creighton can't forget about getting the ball inside to Kolkbrenner and trying to get him touches.
Guarding him is Andrew Morgan, and getting that tough assignment to try and push him out of the paint. Tapped away, Shireman has to go chase after it.
I think Skunberg saved a layup there as Kolkbrenner was open.
Alexander just weaving through in a beautiful pull-up. They go to the high post, and Morgan right into the chest of Kolkbrenner, but the 2-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year stands his ground. It's this one-on-one post-up against Lance Waddles, a brand-new starter, kisses it off glass to perfection. Just his point guard, fearless, and you see it on that play. Shireman. Turnaround jump shot, well done to put it through in the paint.
Gonna have to.
2-team fouls for the Bison. Shireman in rhythm, that looks good.
But certainly Shireman and Alexander are very capable from that spot on the floor.
Miller loses the dribble going right at Alexander, and he gets it. Big rejection by Alexander with that timing and length on display, and then he'll pull up from 3. And keeping it here with the Blue Jays. Shireman from the kick out. That's how this offense wants to roll. Flip it up and in.
The opportunities you get to attack the rim without Kolkbrenner on the floor, you need to take advantage of it.
Alexander, another mid-range. He knocks it down. Can't quite get the touch.
Another great contest from Kolkbrenner.
It's a 3 from Miller, and he drains it.
North Dakota
team, Lance Waddles, who hit a 3. Keeping his team in it. Miller, another good look. And another offensive rebound, leaves it open to Ashworth.
Great back tap from Ryan Kolkbrenner. Knew he couldn't get it, but sometimes you...
Normally a part of his game, he had been left wide open. It makes the Blue Jays pay.
That's what you got to do against Kolkbrenner. Those stretch 5s that can shoot the 3 are difficult for him.
Shireman has had no trouble with that fadeaway, stopping on a dime and making it look loose. Straight to the high post, and a pass picked off by Farabello. Goes right into his chest with the finish.
Well, what a sequence from Farabello.
So far.
I think he needs to get more aggressive. There's a fine line between letting the game come to you and understanding that you got to get it going.
Left alone is Miller, knocking down the 3 once more. It's short on the 3. Shireman, a 53.
His post up and the threat of it created the 3-point opportunity.
And that is what makes this Creighton team so dangerous in a nutshell. There is Trout, and they just keep falling for the Blue Jays. In early on, led by 5. Hot to start getting the shots that they wanted, but it's been clicking now for the Blue Jays. And defensively as well, but Morgan gets it back. Can't get the tip in, and then the block by Shireman.
Wow, what a sequence defensively for Baylor Shireman. Got to try to make Kalkbrenner work. And Morgan's been getting good shots. He's just missed some of the short bunnies because of the length of Kalkbrenner.
2 for 8 in this game. Also solid defensively, but throwing it down, Alexander with emphasis. Days 10 points, an exclamation mark on his most recent one. Another mid-range falls for Ashworth.
He only made 1 shot in that first half, only took 3 shots. So number 14 in green's got to put his foot on the gas.
We'll see what this Creighton offense looks like, trying to get him touches, and it immediately works for Kalkbrenner.
Yeah, you and I were talking at halftime.
The ball up to Lance Waddles, and there is Kalkbrenner lurking, then attacking.
Just vintage Kalkbrenner.
Kalkbrenner lining up the 3. He's tired of not scoring in the first half. Now he's got back-to-back. Ashworth rightly stopped just over the half-court line. There's the lob, finding better passing angles, and it's paying off.
Exactly what Greg McDermott was telling his group at halftime. Mid-range jumpers.
Down inside to Kalkbrenner, and that is good.
In college basketball.
Shireman pushing it hard, finds Miller. He's got 2 threes, and he'll stay with the Blue Jays. Shireman wants a bit of the action, and he's got it. Blows a kiss, and a timeout called.
Beautiful.
Backdoor caught, and the 2-handed slam, and 1.
This is perfect execution. One thing you haven't seen a ton from North Dakota State is mixing up defenses. They're primarily a man-to-man team, but you wonder with how well Creighton's played offensively if you try some zone just to give Creighton a different look.
Beautiful move by Trey Alexander, scoring from everywhere. Ashworth pushing, finds Shireman. Good closeout there by Burke. Miller checks his toes and puts it through.
What a great pass from Shireman.
Expectations for his growth, too.
What he does first really well is shoot the 3.
Into those opportunities that he's got.
And those early post-ups are really hard to defend. You're sprinting the floor, then you got to get in a stance, battle for position.
Alexander goes all the way. Count it.
He's a big-time player, folks, that has been in the gym all off-season. Just showing you a little bit of everything. He can stop at that 10, 15-foot area. He can get all the way to the basket. He's rose up and dunked over someone today. 18 points. Pretty from Trey Alexander. Amazing split of the ball screen and dime at the end of it.
High-level playmaking and an emphatic finish. Getting a lay-in on the other side. Still all Blue Jays, shooting 65% for the game. Alexander off the dribble, beautiful lane. Go for him in the paint, but that time able to put it away.
You figured there aren't too many guys like Ryan Kalkbrenner in the Summit League, so when he's not been on the floor, he's trying to take advantage.
Deep in the corner.
Pitches and shots difficult. It's hard to come on the road if your superstar isn't clicking on all cylinders to have success.
Lob inside to Kalkbrenner. Able to corral it in. Going every which way, every part of that pivot. And for Lance Waddles. Look at Creighton nearing 80 points here with 5 minutes to play. And Farabello gets them over the mark with another 3, his second. Rebound ripped down by Doetzler. Inside King all by himself. He knows what to do. Or the Bison still shooting a respectable 42%, but that's just the offensive firepower of the Blue Jays.
You're gonna have to score at a pretty high clip if you want to hang in there with Creighton.
Good put back inside. And next comes in the Hawkeyes. Always fun to see those cross-conference kind of challenges.
Absolutely.
Isaac Trout dials up a late 3. That's 12 for the Blue Jays, coming off a game in which they had 18. One out. The number 8 team in the country improves to 2-0 this season. An emphatic win on their home court. And back-to-back blowout victories for a top 10 team. We are going to step aside here for a moment. Coach McDermott joining the broadcast when we come back to talk about this win. More to come from Omaha. Number 8 Creighton with the 89-60 victory on their home court. And we are joined by the winning head coach, Greg McDermott. Congratulations on going to 2-0 this season. At halftime, you already started to pull away in that first half. The three started a little bit, but what was that discussion like? Because you immediately started going into the paint.
Yeah, we didn't feel like we probably were looking inside enough, and we thought at times that maybe Ryan wasn't quite as physical with wanting the basketball as he needed to be. And sometimes it can be tough the way we play because we shoot a lot of threes, and our focus on getting it inside can get lost on occasion. We just need to get refocused there. And then defensively, we changed a couple things with taking a few of their passes away, and I think that disrupted them enough that we're able to create some separation.
What is Trey Alexander doing best in your eyes right now? He's had 2 really good games.
Oh man, Nick, so many things. You know, he didn't shoot the 3 grade today, but you know, his mid-range has always been terrific. His ability to get to the rim and finish, and you know, I think the play you saw down in the first half athletically, he's gotten better. And then, you know, defensively, you know, Skungberg was their best player, and you know, Trey just kind of takes him out of the game. You know, so he does everything for us. There's nothing he doesn't do. We rely on him a lot, and you know, fortunately, he's up for that challenge.
Baylor was also showing off all over the floor, not just threes, but really elegant in the mid-range too. Describe him coming back and the kind of presence that he brings, especially in the ability to pull away from opponents.
Yeah, you know, he's a 5th-year senior, and he's played in a lot of big basketball games. He's won a lot of big basketball games, and you know, he went through the process of with our program a year ago, and then recognized that, you know, there's some things that I can get better at, having gone through the Big East and the NCAA tournament, the deep run. And to his credit, he really went to work. His body's much better, he's stronger, and defensively he's made good strides, and I think the shot he's getting it off quicker. But you know, he's a guy too for us. He does so much. You know, Trey and Kalkbrenner and Baylor, their leadership has been incredible. And everybody else has fallen in line, so it's been a fun team to coach.
Iowa Hawkeyes come to town on Tuesday. What kind of challenges will Fran McCaffrey's crew pose to you guys?
Well, my first challenge is to get my dad to cheer for us.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's my first challenge. I think I've got him on our side.
Okay,
but,
good.
You know, they play with such pace, and you know, a lot like us. They're going to push it on makes. They're going to push it on misses. They're going to shoot the first 3-point shot they get, much like we do. So we're going to have to slow down that transition game and really defend them. And then, you know, be able to attack their pressure, understand when to attack it. And, you know, when they jump into that zone, we've got to be able to carve that apart as well. So really good team. Fran, it really hasn't mattered. You know, he's lost great players, and everybody thinks, all right, they're going to take a step back. And all of a sudden somebody else reappears, and they're a great player. And so he's got a really good group. It'll be a fun night, fun late night in here Tuesday night.
We're looking forward to it. Appreciate the time, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Coach Mack.
That is all from Omaha. The final score, number 8 Creighton over North Dakota State, 89-60, moving to 2-0 this season. Contributions from all over, including Trey Alexander with 21 points, a career-high 5 steals as well. Coming up next, FDU takes on Seton Hall in more Big East action. For Nick Baugh, I'm Sloan Martin. You've been watching College Hoops on FS2.